am on the floor, so you know what that means. It is time to do my October TBR. And I have a cute October shirt, so we're locked and ready for the best month of the year. It is my birthday month, and it's just gonna be a really good month. And because it's my birthday month, I'm going to pick books that I'm really excited about. Like, obviously I always read books that I'm interested in, but I've had a lot of arcs this year. I've had a lot of like ideas and thoughts, so this month is just for me and kind of whatever is speaking to me. I'm hoping to be a little bit more of a mood reader here, but we'll see how the board treats us, because I'm still going to do the board because it's also very fun and I want to, but I'm going to give myself more mulligans than I usually do. So let's get to the board. I also, again, lost my cards, so I had to write new ones. So there are probably some different ones this round. A horror book. So for my horror pick, I'm going to be picking House of Leaves by Mark Z. Danielewski. I'm buddy reading this with someone, which I'm grateful for, because I don't think that I could read this by myself. I think I would get very frustrated because, I don't know, it's just like the mixed media final boss, you know? But I am really excited about it. And there's also, I'm a part of this Discord that is for horror books, and there's kind of like a support channel for this right now. I'm very nervous, but I'm excited to start it. I'll probably start it pretty close to the beginning of October just so I have enough time, because I'm hoping to just take the month for it. Oh my gosh, I'm so intrigued. This is not for you? What do you mean? What does that mean? I'm excited though. And if you've read House of Leaves, let me know if you think I can do it, because I'm very nervous. That doesn't count. Ooh, okay, an arc. I was going to try and kind of avoid those this month, but I do have some that are coming out next year that I'm really excited about, so that's probably what I'm gonna grab. Okay, the only arc that I, in my brain, wanted to read this month is An Unlikely Coven by Am Kavita. I think I'm going to be doing a video where I just read witchy books, and this very clearly is a witchy book, and it does come out on October 28th, so I do need to get to it. The only other arc that I had in my brain is The Wrath of the Fallen by Amber V. Nicole, and allegedly, nope, nobody think about it too hard, but allegedly I'm going to be getting a copy. I really hope that's true. I'll read both of these this month, but I am a bit more excited for The Wrath of the Fallen. But as far as An Unlikely Coven goes, this is about the outcast daughter of a powerful family of witches who returns to New York City and is immediately embroiled in supernatural power struggle in this wickedly funny fantasy debut. So I'm excited for a funny one. I could use a funny book. And by the time that I get a vlog posted, it'll probably already be out, so you'll know whether or not I think you should read it. We have a guest again, as usual. A 5-star prediction. Okay, then for 5-star prediction, it's absolutely Oathbound by Tracy Dion. I am upset that I haven't finished this yet. We meaning I am to chapter 13, and I definitely remember enough to just continue where I left off. But I am a bit nervous for this book just because, I don't know, I love this story. And it's also over 600 pages. I've been reading chunky books lately, and I'm kind of into it. It takes me a lot longer though. But the pages goal on Goodreads does help my brain. When I think that I'm not reading enough books, at least I'm putting it towards my pages goal. But anyway, this is about Brie Matthews. She is an early college student, so I think she's technically like 16. And she is put into this Arthurian secret society at this college. And she, I think, is the only black person there. This is spoilers for book 1 if you haven't read that book yet, but she's Arthur, and just dealing with all of the things that are happening because of that. Book 2 definitely left off on a cliffhanger, and it was very satisfying to pretty much immediately get back into it. The beginning of this book is so anxiety inducing, I had to put it down, and I'm just not had a chance to pick it back up yet, so I'm making my chance happen this month. Excuse me. Excuse me, I need to... Okay, honestly, this month I'm using the Storygraph squares as free spaces because I just like don't want to do that anymore. I need to come up with something different, and I forgot to do that for this month. And again, it's my birthday month, so those are now my birthday squares, and I get to pick whatever I want. For my pick, a free pick, I'm picking One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig because I keep saying I'm gonna read this book in the fall, and then I don't do that. And all of these tabs are put in by one of my friends. I bought it off of her Pango when she was selling some books, so I'm excited to see what she's tabbed. And I'll probably re-tab it, honestly, and take out her tabs. Hopefully she's not heartbroken by that. And this is now signed by Miss Rachel Gillig because she was at Rose City Comic Con. To me. I'm super excited this. I think this is going to be really atmospheric. I might do like a 5-star prediction situation. There's a couple of other in here that I think could go really well with that. And I'm just excited. Six. That is a wild card. A 25 and 2025 pick. And then a book that is off my 25 and 2025. There's still a lot that I need to get to. I don't know if I'm gonna make it this year, but I'm gonna put my best effort. It's gonna be a focus for November and December for sure. But as far as October, I'm only reading books that I'm very, very excited about. And a book that I have been very, very excited about is Silver Under Nightfall by Rin Chupeco. And this is a poly situation, I think. Vampire hunter gets in with a vampire couple, I believe. So many people love this. And everyone that loves this book hates book 2. So I will be reading this as a standalone. Do not expect me to continue whatever kind of series is happening, but this is full of court intrigue, queer romance, and terrifying monsters. Everything I love. This epic fantasy will appeal to fans of Samantha Shannon's The Pride of the Orange Tree and the adult animated series Castlevania. Maybe I need to read Castlevania, or watch Castlevania while I read this, because I have not consumed that piece of media. Remy Pendergast is many things. He's the only son of the Duke of Valenbon, an elite bounty hunter of rogue vampires, and an outcast among his fellow reapers. His mother was the subject of gossip even before she eloped with a vampire, giving rise to the rumors that Remy is half vampire himself. Though the kingdom of Luria barely tolerates him, Remy's father has been shaping him into a weapon to fight for the kingdom at any cost. I'm so excited. This is also an anticipated 5-star. That's what this month is all about. Finding as many 5 stars as possible. I have been in a bit of a rut, honestly, since February, I think. February has been my best reading month in terms of average star rating, I'm pretty sure. So I'm hoping to give it a shot this month. Oh my gosh, another birthday square. And then a book that I picked, I will be reading Catabasis this month by R.F. Kuang. I've heard good things from people that I think are kind of giving it an accurate shake. Look at that, that's so pretty. I got to see R.F. Kuang a couple weeks ago now, I think. She is so perfect. Continually impressed by her. And the only tickets that I could get were book inclusive, so I have to figure out which one I want to tab. I think that I like these edges more actually, so I will tab this one even though they probably won't show up as well. And if for some reason I'm the one bringing you the news of this book and the synopsis of it, this is about 2 grad students who have to go through the circles of hell, rescue their professor, and there's like a love story in there somewhere. Alice Law, you naughty girl, you're trying to go to hell. I can't wait. It's gonna be so good. I think I'm gonna like this a lot. I should find a library or something to read this in. At the very least, a coffee shop. I definitely think that this book will benefit from ambiance. And that's my plan with this book. And like all of my favorite fantasy authors blurbed it. Rebecca Roanhorse, Leigh Bardugo, Rebecca Ross, that's a new one for me. Olivia Blake, Shannon Chakraborty. I'm not as excited about Gareth Brown, to be so honest, and I haven't read from Vaishnavi Patel yet, but there's a new one that they're doing next year that I might investigate that arc for. Okay, I guess I'm reading this one, so I can put this one away. I was just excited about that edition. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. A nonfiction, which I think I can find something that I'm excited about. As far as nonfiction goes, I thought about reading a Mary Roach book because that would be with the season, or just something that felt fall nonfiction, but I think what I would really like to read is Jesus and John Wayne, How White Evangelicals Corrupted a Faith and Fractured a Nation by Kristen Kobe-Dumais. I just think it's timely, and this is what I would like to be putting my energy towards. So realistically, it's about 300 pages. In my brain, what I would like to do for nonfiction moving forward is start my day off with it. Like maybe just, would 25 pages make sense? That would take me less than, yeah. If I did 20 pages every morning and that's just how I started my morning, I think that's what I would like to do. And then I would read one nonfiction a month and it would be like nothing. And then I wouldn't start my morning on my phone, which is what I'm really trying to move away from. So that's my goal with this one. We'll see if I make that happen or not. 3. 1, 2, 3. Nyx picks. They're over here. They're over here. Okay, you can go. Go ahead. And then as far as Nyx picks, she did not really understand what I was going for. Don't worry, she still got treats. But Soup does not mess around about treats. So he got down right to business. The 3 that I had them select from, I will probably read all 3 of these anyways. They're all witchy books. Again, one a witchy video. But the one that Mr. Soup picked is The Year of the Witching by Alexis Henderson. This is about a young woman living in a rigid puritanical society that discovers dark powers within herself in this stunning feminist fantasy debut. Oh, I didn't know it was her debut. I'm excited about this though. I think Alexis Henderson will very much be for me, and I'm excited about the witchy vlog because I think I got a pretty good selection. Nothing too horror forward, I guess, except this one is probably the most horror forward. All written by women though. That's kind of a slay. 5. Something that is less than 300 pages. And then for a book that's under 300 pages, I had quite a few to choose from that I want to get to this month as far as like horror books go. I have a lot of shorter horror books that I'm interested in, but I think specifically what I would like to get to is Queen of Teeth by Hailey Piper. I think this is about a woman who discovers teeth down there. Let's read together, shall we? Within 48 hours, Yaya Betancourt will go from discovering teeth between her thighs to being hunted by one of the most powerful corporations in America. Oh. She assumes the vagina dentata is a wide effect of a rare genetic condition caused by alpha-beta pharmaceutical. Decades ago, when she and several thousand others were still in the womb. Described as defiant horror. I love that. I'm very excited about this. And this is not only under 300 pages, but I think it's under 200. Yeah. It is that awful, like, bright white. Oh my gosh. If we can backtrack, speaking of bright white, I've heard that Catabasis pages are really bright white. I'm assuming for the sprayed edges. Oh. Oh no. Are these ones any better? Yeah, that's way better. I will actually be reading this. I can still annotate this one though if I want to. Because if I'm already sitting down and reading something, annotating a different copy isn't that much more effort. Glad we figured that out before I just stare at those like hospital white pages forever. It's just so crazy that we landed on so many birthday squares this time. Okay, for a book that I picked, I have a shelf here that was kind of like my fall TBR. But nothing was really speaking to me as far as books that I'm super excited about. So I ended up grabbing off of a different shelf, and I'm grabbing Night Strider by Sophia Slade. To stop a vicious night terror's conquest, nightmares and humans will band together in book 1 of a heart-stopping dark fantasy series by TikTok sensation Sophia Slade. I am loving the idea of dark fantasy, and I think that this is a buy book, which is perfect. I'm very excited about that. I love the idea of nightmare magic, and one of my friends pitched this to me, and I said, yeah, I need that. And I just haven't had time to read books that I'm really excited about in the moment. But I'm hopeful that that will change. I'm trying really hard not to request too many arcs for next year, and that will make tackling my physical TBR a lot easier. So unless I get a 1, that's it, which is honestly a perfect stack for this month. Yep, that's it. And this is definitely not every book that I'm reading this month. I'm really hoping that I just want to read everything because I'm excited about everything I'm reading. That's the big goal this month. I'm not gonna put anything for sure for definite in this video other than the book clubs that I run for the local horror bookstore. We are reading Something Wicked This Way Comes by Ray Bradbury for our regular horror book club. I've never read that before, so I am excited about it. We picked from a bunch of like circus or circus adjacent books, and that's the one that everyone voted on, so that should be interesting. And then I also run a Weird Girl book club, and we're going to be reading We Love You Bunny. It's kind of bold of me to force them to read a sequel, but hopefully that works out and people can read Bunny in time if they so choose. Allegedly, it's a standalone, but I think that I would want to read Bunny first if I were having not read Bunny and intending to read We Love You Bunny. I haven't finished it yet, so it'll be good for me to finish. I also get to meet Mona Awad before we do that. She's coming to Portland, I think, end of September, early October, so that will be very exciting. Probably the most amount of purple books I've ever read in a month. I'm very excited. I think this is going to be a very good month. I'm excited to turn... How old do you think I'm turning? Put it in the comments if you don't want to do that and you don't have anything else to say but just want to say that you're here. Leave a witch emoji for the witch vlog that is up and coming. And I hope you have a lovely October. I hope you get to do all the spooky things. And I will see you in my September wrap up next, probably. And I hope to be posting more regularly. I know it's been a minute, but it just be like that sometimes. So I will see you sooner than this last one. Bye.